school, you was flexing. I know I wasn't the only one you messed with, but it was good. I was on to the next one. I remember when you started checking.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Kaylin Amico. If you guys are new here, I do lifestyle content, college content, and hair videos. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel because you don't want to miss out on me. In today's video, I'm going to be doing tips for starter locks. A lot of people are getting locks now. It's pretty much a trend to get locks. Everybody and their mama has them. In like 4 or 5 months, I'll be 2 years in. So it's a lot that I've learned since I've started locks and just tips that I want to share with other people who have locks. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start with my most cliche tip first when it comes to starter locks, and that is to be patient. That is very important to stay patient because some people I know like taking their locks out because they weren't ready to wait the amount of time that it took for their hair to actually lock up and stuff like that. When you get locks in general, it's a journey. It is a journey no matter how you look at it, no matter how you put it. Everybody goes through the lock journey. Everybody has to start somewhere. And so you just have to keep the faith and be patient that your locks are going to turn out pretty and how they're supposed to be, depending on your hair type. It takes different time periods for your hair to actually lock. Like say if you have 3A, 4A hair, looser, curlier hair, it's gonna take a longer time for your hair to lock versus if you have hair like me, like 4C hair. When I tell y'all my hair didn't take no time to start locking up, to start budding, probably about 2 months for my hair to start like budding and for me to see buds on my locks. So it really just all depends on the person. Despite that, I still had to be patient as far as getting comfortable with my locks and learning my locks and, you know, having enough confidence to wear them out. I follow a lot of lock rules, and I heard this one other girl say, enjoy your journey. Like when it comes to every aspect of having locks, enjoy learning how often you're gonna get your retwists. Enjoy learning how your locks rub because everybody's locks is different. Nobody's locks is the exact same. Enjoy learning, you know, how much you're gonna moisturize your hair. Enjoy learning the different styles that you're gonna do with your hair, you know what I mean? Just be patient and enjoy the journey. I put pictures of my hair when I was a loose natural. My hair was always the same. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if I wasn't taking care of it right, but my hair was not growing. And then once I got locks, babes, my hair's never touched my back. Never. My second tip would be to get consistent retwists. I think a good time period to wait to get a retwist is like every month and a half. A lot of people do every month, but I say every month and a half, every 2 months. That's how long I go without a retwist. But no matter what you do, just get a consistent retwist. What I did with my locks was when I first got them, the girl who started my locks, something happened. She was not available. She wasn't doing hair anymore. I went like 3 or 4 months without a retwist, and I would not recommend that to somebody who's starting locks because you can't really see your growth that way. You can't really see what your locks are forming into, and you can't really train your locks that way either if you're going without a retwist for that long when you're first starting off. Now when your locks mature, you can do that, but when your locks are first like growing, don't do that. I would like look at my hair, it would be like a big space of my hair like this, and a piece of lock would be at the end, and it just didn't look right. Like if I can find some pictures, I'll put it up here. It just didn't look right, it just didn't look good. And when I tried to get it retwisted, it took a while for it to like train itself to lock into how it's locked now. You don't want to get a retwist too much, but you don't want to not get a retwist at all. I know a lot of people retwist their own hair, but I would say go to a loctician. When you first start off your lock journey, I recommend going to a loctician because locticians know what they're talking about, they know what they're doing. My locks didn't start looking good until I went to a loctician to help me kind of train my locks to make them look better and more taken care of. And I will show y'all pictures so y'all can see the difference. So when you first start, go to a loctician. Go to a loctician that has experience, that knows what they're doing. And then later on, you can transition to learning how to do your own retwist or letting your friends do it or whatever. But at first, go to a loctician. Tip number 3 would be to find your own style when it comes to the locks. And by that, I mean, some people say when you're first starting off your locks, to leave it alone, to not do too many styles. And then some people say to do styles, and I feel like it really depends on your hair type. For example, me, I have 4C hair, so I have to worry about it unraveling, and I started off with the 2-strand twist. That's why, once again, you should go to a loctician, because a loctician will be able to kind of decipher what styles you can and can't do. But to me, it's nothing wrong with a little ponytail, you know, if you have 2-strand twists and you're starting off your locks. A little half up, half down, little 2 pigtails, you know, or even head wraps like what I'm wearing right now. I love me a good head wrap. You have the hair type that will allow you to do styles, because it makes it funner. It makes the journey not feel like, you know, so like you're stuck in one place or like you can't do anything with your hair. And personally, I did a lot of protective styles whenever I still had starter locks. I did, you know, soft locks, butterfly locks, but that is not for everybody's hair type, and you don't want to mess up your hair if you don't have a hair type that can handle that. My next tip is to do your research. Like, I think some people do start their locks and they don't really understand. It takes time, and you know, it does take a little bit of maintenance. It's not just like you can wake up and not have to do nothing at all. Like, you still have to get retwists. You still have to take care of your hair to some degree. You still have to, like, watch videos. Like, that's what I did before I got locks. I watched videos on different people with locks and their journeys, and people with similar hair textures to me, to kind of see, you know, where I might be or what my journey might be more like as far as having locks. And doing your research goes into my next tip. Start with the lock method that fits you and that's suitable for you. You can start your locks off with coils, you can start your locks off with 2-strand twists, lock extensions, or you can start it off with instant locks. I would just do my research on each like way that you can start your locks and just kind of see what may be more suitable for your hair type. Coils, all your locks will be the same. All of them will be very uniform. But with 2-strand twists, all your locks will be different. All your locks will be shaped different. I will also pay attention to your parting method. Like, look at different people's pattern and how they started their locks, and just kind of see what it looks like, because different parting methods make your locks look different. Just do your research when it comes to that. 2-strand twist, your hair is more like easier to style. Like, I think a lot of people feel more comfortable with 2-strand twists as far as styling it and as far as like walking out the house with it, especially because a lot of people regularly just wear, you know, 2-strand twists nowadays anyways. 2018, 2019, I wanted lock extensions real bad, y'all. Like, lock extensions are super expensive. Usually you won't find lock extensions for less than $400, $500. So my next tip is to keep your locks moisturized. Fun fact, fun little tip, sea salt does help your hair lock quicker, and just spraying your hair with water in general makes your hair lock quicker. So I spray them with water like every other day or so. As far as oils, a lot of people say don't use oils on your locks. I use oils on my locks. I don't feel like oil has clogged up my pores. If you use oils that are essential oils, like say peppermint oil, tea tree oil, black castor oil, stuff like that, those type of essential oils that don't have a whole bunch of products in it or a whole bunch of chemical names on the ingredients that you can't remember, those are good oils to put in your hair that will help your hair grow and that probably won't clog it up as much. I know some people also get a spray bottle and they put like water in there, conditioner and oil, so you could try that as well. You know, that way your hairs get moisturized, but you definitely will ensure that your locks aren't getting built up as far as the oil clogging your pores. I have a video up on my channel actually, and that's how I used to moisturize my locks. I just kind of got a little lazy, you know what I'm saying? And I stopped doing that. I just go ahead and apply the oil to my scalp, but that is how I used to do it. And I used to use aloe vera too. Aloe vera is another good way to moisturize your locks. Next tip is to make sure that you're not washing your hair too often. I believe I waited about 2 months, about the same time that I waited for a retwist, about 2 months in to wash my hair. Doing research, I've heard other people say that if you're afraid that your locks will unravel when you wash them, that you can wear a wig cap and wash your hair that way so that they don't unravel, or that you can like braid them and band them so that your hair doesn't unravel whenever you wash them. Like I said, I have kinky hair, so I really didn't have any unraveling problems. I was fine as far as washing my hair within 2 months, but Like I said, locks is all about learning your hair. Just not washing them at all for a very long period of time, like your hair is gonna have a lot of gunk and buildup in it, and then it's not gonna be able to lock. So I say 2 months is safe to wash your hair, or at least a month and 2 weeks is safe enough to wait to wash your hair. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope I gave you guys some great tips that you can use for your lock journey, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.